Hello friends, welcome to the code generator. Myself Nandini. I'm here with a new video for you today. Today we are going to learn variables and data types in Java. So what are you waiting for? Let's begin. Variables in Java. Variables are containers for storing data values. In Java, there are different types of variables. For example, string. String stores text such as hello. String values are surrounded by the double quotes. Int stores integers, whole numbers without decimals, such as 123 or minus 123. But what if I want to store decimal values? So for that, we are having float or double. Float stores floating point numbers with decimal values, such as 19.99 or minus 19.99. Fourth one is char. Stores single characters, such as A or B. Char values are surrounded by the single quotes. So as you can see, there is a difference between char and string. Is that char can store single character, where string can store 0 or more than 0 characters. Char is a primitive data type, whereas string is a class in Java. And the one more difference. Here, char is situated in the single quotes. For example, A is situated in the single quotes. And hello, we have written in the double quotes. So string in the Java, we have to write in the double quotes. The last one is Boolean. Boolean stores values with two states, true or false. So we have seen these variables theoretically, but is it enough to understand? Okay, while you're writing code in Java, please be careful because if by mistakenly you start string with small s, it will give an error. And another thing, if you don't end up things with the semicolon, then also it will give an error. So in the string, I would like to write welcome to the code generator. Okay. And what if I want to print this? System.out.println. What is the variable? That is text. So just write text here. Okay. So that's it with the string. Let's run it. So this will be the output. Welcome to the code generator. So like that, we'll see for int. Int my num is equal to 15. And the same thing, if we want to print this, I'm just pasting this here. My num will be the variable. Let's run this. Okay, there is an error because our variable is my num and by mistakenly I had written my num x. Okay, so now let's run this. So the output of the my num will be 50. Okay, here I would like to show you some scenarios with the int. So this was the first scenario where you're declaring as well as initializing the variable. Another way, if you want to just declare a variable and later on if you want to assign a variable. So you can do like this and the same thing will be there. Let's say my num2 and it will be my num1. And let's run this. What will be the output? It will be 15 and 15. And the third scenario is we have already initialized the variable as 15. And in the next line, I am changing the value of the variable. That is my num is equals to 1000. Then what do you think? What will happen? It will display 15 or it will display 1000. Okay, let's see. So it will display the second value, that is 1000. Okay, so like that we can have for float, my float is equals to 5.99 or anything else. And you can print that. Then for character is equal to open close W and semicolon. And for boolean, my bull. So you can write any names with the variable is equal to, it's maybe I want to write true, so it will be true. So these were the variables. Okay. I also want to show you some different things. For example, if I want to display all the variables in one line, then how to display? The simple thing, just use system.out.println and suppose this is your first variable. So write like this, then plus another variable is my float. Okay, let's take my num3. Then we'll take my float. 3, my num3, then another is char, and last one is boolean. Okay, sorry, my mistake. It should be character. That means why it's giving an error? Because we have used data type instead of variable. Okay, so this was one more lesson. So instead of writing data type, write carefully. You need to write variable names in the system.out.println. Okay, otherwise it will give an error. Okay, let's see the output. So, welcome to the code generator 1000 W true. Here, as you can see, welcome to the code generator is one of the string, that is one of the variable. Another is 1000 and one more is W and last one is true. So this is not looking that much pretty. What if I want to display these variables in a proper way, or I want to display this variable in prettiest way? So what we will do? We will just add space like this after every variable. Simple. Okay, why this error? Because I missed plus sign. Here also, why this error? Because I missed plus sign. So there should be plus sign between text, between space, between minum and between space. Like that. So be careful. And let's again run. So yes, this is the output. Okay. And now third scenario. What if I would like to print a sentence with the help of these variables. Okay, in order to make a sentence, I would like to change this text by saying that the code generator. Okay, let's make it capital just for our concern, and then let's print it in a way. For example, text, and if I want to write a sentence, so I have to add some words. For example, the code generator has more than, then space, and after that I don't want this, so I'll just remove it, plus, or otherwise I'll write in this itself, subscribers. Okay, let's see what will be the output. Control save, and just let's run it. Okay, the code generator has more than 1,000 subscribers. So it is just a message. Friends, if you're watching this video, please subscribe our channel to watch new things in our videos. And another scenario. What if I want to display all these variables on a different line? So easily just copy this, and I'm just changing in this. Instead of space, I will add /n. /n. I've just written one more by mistakenly, then /n. Control save, and just let's run it. So for you, I'll just make it bigger. So yeah, the last output was this, the code generator, 1,000, W, and true. So that's it with the variables. You can try like this for float, char, and boolean. So this is the syntax where type is one of the Java's type. It can be string, int, or float, or anything. And variable is name of the variable such as x or name. As we have written text minum 1, minum 2, so it can be anything. The equal sign is used to assign a value to the variable. The next is data types in Java. Okay, so there are two types of data types. First is primitive, another is non-primitive. Primitive is also divides in two. That is, first is numeric and another is non-numeric. Whereas numeric contains integer or floating point. Integer has byte, short, int, long. Floating point has double, float. And the second one is non-numeric. Non-numeric can be character or a boolean. Whereas non-primitive has three. That is string, arrays, or it can be user-defined classes. Let's see primitive data types in detail. If you want to know the size of the data types, of the primitive data types, so this is the table where you can refer and you can understand easily. For the data type byte, it has 1 byte where it can store whole numbers from -128 to +127. Short, it has 2 bytes as a size, stores whole numbers from -32 768 to +32 767. Int has 4 bytes, and likewise long has 8 bytes, float has 4 bytes, double has 8 bytes, boolean has 1 bit, and the last one, char, has 2 bytes. Next is non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types are called reference types because they refer to objects. The main difference between primitive and non-primitive data types are: first is primitive types are predefined. That means already defined in the Java. Non-primitive data types are created by the programmer and is not defined by Java except for a string. Another is non-primitive types can be used to call methods to perform certain operations, while primitive data types cannot. A primitive type has always a value, while non-primitive types can be null. A primitive type starts with lowercase letter, while non-primitive type starts with uppercase letter. The size of the primitive types depends on the data types, while non-primitive types have all the same size. As we have seen in the last slide, primitive types depends on the data types, size on the data types. If you want to know the example of the non-primitive data types, that are strings, arrays, classes, interfaces, and many more things. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can find me at codegenerator1115 on the Instagram, or you can drop a mail on pythoncode1115@gmail.com. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.